Hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video. In my last video, I mentioned that I would talk about products that I repurchase over and over and over again. And they're not necessarily like monthly favorites or all-time favorites. They're just products that I find myself always needing to go to the store just to get that one thing because I can't really live without it for whatever reason. A lot of the times, like, there's definitely things that are like, oh, that could replace that, or you know, I could totally just use this up because I ran out of what I usually use or wear. And these are the products though that are kind of just not in that category. They're the ones that I absolutely have to have, this brand of this whatever. So I'm going to talk about those. Thanks for giving me your feedback in my last video. And if you want to see what those are and what I repurchase over and over again, then keep watching. I feel like a lot of these you guys are going to probably already know because I talk about them so often. There are some that are constantly like mentioned. Whatever, now you know that I repurchase them a ton. Okay, this one I kind of don't really ever talk about. It's from Lush. It's the Rose Argan body conditioner. And basically, this is like a lotion in your shower. I'm not that great at moisturizing my skin after the shower, and I also take very, very hot showers, which I know isn't good, but whatever. Even in the summertime, I am like dry, flaky, like my arms like are scaly and stuff, especially in the summer when I get really tan and like my skin just needs that moisture. This is good for in the shower. You kind of, you know, wash everything and then you take a scoop of it. It's literally like a moisturizer. Oh, and it smells like roses, but it looks like that. So you scoop a little and then you kind of just like put it on your arms and then put it anywhere where you really want to just make sure is nourished. I usually do this on my knees and my elbows. That's the parts that are little hot spots, and then or my feet and my legs, and then you just kind of like run it under the water and it'll wash off. It leaves you really, really moisturized, so then you don't have to go in after your shower and put moisturizer on. I know this is like a lot to do when you can just be putting on moisturizer, but for me personally, I don't like to do that. It doesn't feel good. It's time consuming. I just won't do it. And this has like been the only thing that's been saving my skin when I take my hot showers. So I usually go through these like how often do I go through these? I don't really know. I don't go through them too often because they do last a long time, but every time I'm in the shower I use a little bit of that and then scoop some and put some on my body, and then also leaves you smelling really, really good. It smells like roses and I really like that smell. So I have to get another one soon. I've been using this a ton lately on my belly area just to make sure things are nice and good. And so far I haven't had any stretch marks. So obviously you can get that at Lush. That's pretty much the only place you can get it. There might be other like bath conditioners or shower conditioners. I just don't know of them. So if you guys know of them, let me know, because that would be kind of cool to just see what they're about. But I think in particular I like that one because it does smell like roses and it's just like a fun, just like feels like a spa thing that you get to do for yourself in the shower. It's super wrinkly because it's like it stays in my bathroom. So this is the Thayers Witch Hazel toner, and this one is in the like smell rose petal. This is an alcohol-free one, so it doesn't dry out your skin. I think they have one that's like cucumber. I just personally don't love the cucumber scent. I love rose smells. So what I do with this one is after I wash my face, I'll like put a little bit of this on a cotton round and then just kind of make sure I get everything off. It's a really great way just to make sure you get every single piece of makeup off, but on top of that, it's a really nice way to kind of like rejuvenate your skin. Let's say you like took it, you know, washed your face in the morning and you have like a bunch of errands and then you are ready to do your makeup. I usually will take a cotton round of this, do one of those on my face, and it kind of like reawakens my face and it's ready for moisturizer and all my makeup stuff. Sometimes I use this like just in the morning if I'm just going to the gym and I don't want to necessarily do all the whole thing. I'll just take a little bit of that, clean my face off, and at least I'm like decent for people interactions. But this one I buy over and over again. I get it at Target. I think they sell it at like Whole Foods or something like that. I'm not sure, but that's where I find mine. I find mine at Target. My sister introduced this to me like years ago, and ever since then I just have not put it down. I always have to have some in there. I wish it did come in like one of those like pumps. I might have to repackage this if I can find a pump dispenser like at the store or something, but it'll be kind of nice. But I usually, this little hole is really great, so it works really well. I usually talk about this whenever I'm talking about like empties or maybe like a haul. I don't even think I do hauls anymore, but anyways, I'm usually always getting this. So it's the micellar water from Garnier, and this is the all-in-one specifically for waterproof makeup. I wear waterproof mascara all day, every day, and it comes in the blue top. So this one specifically kind of has like oil. It's not oily, but it's like an oil formula, and then it's regular formula. So you just gotta make sure you shake it. Usually how I do it is I put it onto a makeup eraser, like that little towel thing that was big at Sephora, but you can find them at Marshall's, and I just dip it in a section, and then I just kind of soak it in the eye, and then I'm able to remove my waterproof mascara. This is amazing. I use it all the time. I don't even know how many I've purchased. I'm actually going to be filming an empties video soon, and there's 2 in there. So do have a jar of coconut oil that's in my bathroom section that I'm like, you know what, I need to use this up. And so I've been using that in the last few weeks to remove my eye makeup, and it's definitely more time consuming, but I just want to use it up. So I'm gonna put this down for a second, but once I'm done with that coconut oil, which I know would take a while, then I'll buy this. But I just want to like get through my stuff instead of buying and like storing stuff. But yeah, this is like my favorite. When I was freelancing for NYX at like an Ulta, I was telling like a young girl, I'm like, oh, make sure you get this, and I was telling her how to do it, because I just wish I knew this when I was younger, especially wearing waterproof mascara. It's awesome. I may have talked about this a few times before, but I don't do a ton almost ever with my hair, especially lately because it's been growing so long. I mean, look how long it is. It's just long. I'm gonna get it cut soon. Hair maintenance is not a priority of mine almost ever, but there are 2 things that I really, really love that I always buy over and over again. The first one, yeah, I already know, it's the Batiste dry shampoo. This stuff is amazing. This specific one is in Divine Dark. It's great for girls who have brunette hair, really, really dark hair, almost black hair. Sometimes it may leave a little bit more like a lighter brown, but just make sure you just like rub it in. I usually do it in my roots, or I'll kind of like lift certain areas and then brush, you know, spray it through and then brush it out. But this stuff is so good. Usually I will get these on sale at Ulta. They are usually like buy one get one half off, or like sometimes they have like buy 2 get 1 free. And then the other times that I've had to buy it was like at a Marshall's. But even so, I usually wait till I go to Ulta, because that's when I get like a better deal for it. I think they sell these at Target. I could be wrong. I know they have like some versions of these, but I don't think they have every single color. So Ulta's your best bet. The nice thing about these is that obviously it takes away the oil, but it also adds a little bit of grit. I personally like that because my hair is very fine and thin, so I personally like need that kind of like texturizing property to like style my hair and make it stay. And the other thing that I just recently realized, I'm like, oh, I really can't go without it, and I bought it a couple times now. I originally got the powder play from Big Sexy Hair, whatever. This at Ulta, and it was the kind that you like pour out, and it's basically like a powder, a texturizing like volumizing powder where you pour into the roots, and you kind of do one of those, and it makes everything really gritty and almost tacky, not wet. I know it sounds weird. It's not dry shampoo. And so basically it's like helping your hair hold in a style and add volume. It's a very unique product. I really love it. So anyways, when I had that one, I just remember like it was really hard to maneuver because of the pouring. And then I saw that they had the version Lite. This is the Powder Play Lite. But the cool thing about this one is it comes with a pump. So you can actually pump it. See that? You can pump it in the certain areas without like, you know, doing one of these and pouring too much. I really like this version. So this version I've purchased like 3 times. The other one I only purchased once after I saw this one. And it's so good. The only thing is that sometimes it's kind of hard to tell if there's any left. So you just gotta like open it and check the bottom. But I definitely have to take this with me when I travel because it does add grit to my hair. Again, I don't wash my hair every single day. I just really rely on these products to kind of stretch my hairstyle. So there's days where I'll wear it straight, but I definitely put this in the roots just to kind of add like more like roundness on the top. And then when I do my hair curly, I'll definitely add some in the roots. You can also add it in this parts of the hair, but I really don't because, I don't know. My husband's playing with my hair. I just want this part to be clean so I can just, you know. But yeah, this stuff is awesome. It's amazing. I only see it at Ulta. I have to like dig for it, so but I'm sure they have it other places. I don't know. I don't have a ton of most repurchased like foundations, but what I find myself repurchasing more of are concealers. I think concealers for me lately have been more of like a quick fix, like a quick face. And my foundations, I have so many of them that I don't go through them too often. So, but anyways, concealers, I'll go through those because there's times where I'll just wear concealer and then I'll, you know, do my, like, you know, curl my lashes and go. But there are two that I absolutely always repurchase, and I never stray from these two. Like, I'll add a couple up in the mix, but mostly these two are the ones that I use a lot. So the first one is the L'Oreal True Match. This is in the color for W4 to 5, and there's also like a darker one. This one's good for the winter time, but I really like this one specifically for just putting underneath the eyes and like blending it, and then like not really worried about it too much. So this is for the days that I'm like running errands after the gym maybe, or if I am going to like the cafe to edit videos and stuff like that. Like I'm not really interested in like a full face of makeup, but I do need to look presentable, because there's been so many times where I've run into people and I'm like, oh my god, okay good, I'm wearing concealer. You know, I've been buying this since like for years, like almost a decade at this point, and I really like it. I like it too because it's a very, I like the formula of it. It's a very like thin skin-like formula. It does stay really well. It has good coverage, but in terms of like the texture of it, it doesn't feel heavy. So you can get away with just doing this and nothing else, as opposed to other concealers where you kind of like need to add other things for it to look normal. This one's kind of like an easy one to get away with. The only thing I don't love is that it comes in like just a few colors. I kind of wish they had more colors, but this one specifically has been working. The next concealer that I cannot not buy is a Tarte Shape Tape. This is kind of everybody's like go-to product for good reason. It does so much, it's very versatile. The thing I like about this too is that it stays all day. So this is a good one if you know you're gonna be, you know, you wanna wear makeup in the beginning of the day, you know you're gonna go out afterwards, put this concealer on your face. I used to use the tan sand all over the face in the winter sometimes, and then the medium underneath my eyes, and then I was using tan sand just underneath my eyes and kind of holding off on this. These last so long, but I do find myself repurchasing both medium and tan sand. Right now I'm wearing medium. It's a great way to cover everything underneath the eye without doing any correction, color correction, or any extra stuff. It just will do it all. And on top of that, it's great to kind of prime the eyes too. So it does a really good job of like disguising discoloration and things like that. I bought this like 3 times. Me and my sister both buy these a lot. For brows, I think this is probably the most repurchased product in everything, maybe except wipes. I didn't include wipes in here because they interchange, but this is probably the most repurchased product I think I've ever had. This and the next product. A brow pencil. This one is from NYX. I recently was playing with the one from MAC, and then I went back to this guy because I had a backup. I always say to buy 2 at a time. Buy 2 brow pencils at a time. You just don't want to be left with one brow and then not have a backup in your little collection. So I had a backup in my little collection, but this is the color Ash Brown. It's by NYX. I really love these pencils so much. They just, the bristles of the end of this little spoolie is really great. It brushes up all the hairs. And the pencil and the color, I think is really good. If you can find your color, definitely stock up on those because a lot of times they just kind of go pretty quickly. But Ash Brown is my favorite. I've been loving it for a long time now, and it's just so teeny and tiny. I think it's a little bit waxier than the MAC ones, which is why I like it, I think, more, which is why I end up repurchasing these. And a lot of times they're on sale at Ulta. In the little NYX section, there's always like a buy one get one or buy one half off and things like that. So the brow pencils, this specific one has been my most repurchased product. These two I'm gonna put in the same category because they go together. But my most repurchased lash has definitely been the Ardell Demi Wispy. This fits my eye the best. I do have to trim them, I think, sometimes. Yeah, I do trim them because I don't like my lashes to go too far in. It's not comfortable. I like them because the band is almost clear, so you can kind of disguise it really well. I also like it because you can wear it with just nothing, or you can wear it with like a full makeup and it looks beautiful both ways. And they hold really well too. I would say the only thing is that like if they're too long, you might want to just like start them further out, but this lash has been the most repurchased like lash out of all the lashes I've ever bought, except individuals for my kit, but even this one for my kit is like the most repurchased one. I really love them, and I try my best to keep them as, you know, clean as possible so I can wear them longer. This goes hand in hand with the Kiss adhesive. This Kiss lash glue is the best. This is the one where the girl, like, there's like a little diagram of a girl like pulling her eye off. It really is that tight. I think as long as you kind of have an even coat, you can really wear this all day long. I like this specifically because it obviously has a brush, but also because when you apply it onto the lash band, it does turn almost like a blue neon. Like it glows, it has like a bluish tone to it, and that's how you know it's ready to stick on. I also like it too because in case you like miss a spot, you can just take a little brush and like dab the section where you missed, and then you can also like reapply it. So it's kind of nice to have that, you know, convenience there. But this lash glue I purchased, I used to buy the Revlon one, and I purchased that. It was like my most repurchased product, but they stopped making it, and then I went out on a limb and I tried this one, and it was just as good. They do have a black one. I do like the black one. I just like that I can see this one better, and for the most part I'd rather it be clear than black in case I'm not doing an eyeliner, so I like to have a clear one. But yeah, this is my most repurchased. I love it. It's worth every cent, and I would buy it over and over and over and over again. It's my favorite. Mascara is probably the most repurchased product too, along with my brow pencil. I used to be obsessed with the Maybelline false lashes, the one in the purple tube with like a little bit of the blue lining, and waterproof. I really loved that one. It was really great. And then I decided to try the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, and ever since then I have not turned back. This is my favorite one. It's the one that I repurchase a ton. I keep this in my kit too because I have to use disposables anyways. I get the one in like very black, or the most black, I forget what it's called, black is black. And then I also get the waterproof version. It stays on all day long. I mean, if I needed to wear it overnight, I can do that. And in my kit too, it's awesome. But I love the brush too. It just makes my lashes look really like full. But I've repurchased this so many times, and I always try to look for like a buy one get one at Ulta specifically. Target has it for inexpensive if you just need to buy one, but I always try to buy these in twos because it's just smarter that way for me. This is like the last product I think that I repurchased the most. Another one was Midi Mauve. I'll put the picture here. I put the picture here only because it's somewhere in there. It's in one of my purses. I use it all the time. It's my most used lipstick in my bridal kit, and it's just flattering on everybody. I love it. I gave one to my little sister who just turned 14 for her dance. You know, just like, it's a really good lipstick that it's easy to put on, it's easy to throw on, it's easy to like put on without a mirror, and it looks good on almost everybody. It's in like the pan, or like when you're like putting it next to other lipsticks, it looks brownish, but it's so flattering. I literally swear by it. If ever, whenever I freelance, oh my god, Lily, shut up. Whenever I freelance at MAC, and people are like, oh, I just need something new that's neutral, whatever, and they can never figure out what they want. I'm like, okay, try this one on. Don't look at it, just try it on. And it's really easy. It does have some like specks in it, but it's not like, I think it's actually categorized as a frost, which is strange because I never even like think about it as a frost, but that's what gives it like a nice shine without adding a gloss on top of it. So it's one of my favorite MAC lipsticks, literally of all time. That one I repurchase a ton because I do use it that often in my kit and in my personal life. So the other one is this one. This is the Full Throttle NYX lipstick in the color, I think it's Sandstorm? No, Kiss the Dust. When I was freelancing at NYX, I recommended this to a lot of people. It was one of those like, you know, under the radar lipsticks. They were probably like, oh, there's only like 10 colors of this. They have like random colors, but this specific one is really great. It's a good neutral, taupey, mauve-y almost color. It pulls different colors depending on your skin tone. For me, it can pull very like nude in the summertime, and then in the winter it looks almost like a deep brownish almost color. I love these specifically for the formula because it does apply like a lipstick, so it's very smooth, it's easy to apply, but it dries like a liquid lipstick. It's just comfortable, and it's easy to kind of like layer on top of other lipsticks. I also love doing this with a lip liner. I think it blends really nicely with the lip liner, so it doesn't dry too quickly. It has some kind of movement before it fully dries. This color, I always end up finding it in a purse here and there because I bought several of them and I repurchased a couple of them because they're just so versatile. They're just so great. And I'm actually wearing it today with a lip liner in Half Red by MAC. Alright guys, that is it for all of my most repurchased products. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, these are definitely favorites of mine, but they're not necessarily meant for that video. This was specifically to talk about things that I buy over and over again that doesn't get a lot of love and they're not that special, but they are to me. They cannot be replaced by other products. So if you have a product that you repurchase over and over and over again and you want me to know about it, or you never really thought about it that way, figure it out and then comment in the comments below, because I really do want to know what you guys repurchase and what's your favorite thing that you just can't have any replacement besides that product in your collection. Alright guys, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!